अज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कथा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। नमो नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवतम preached by Dhruva Maharaj. Text 4.9.6. Dhruva Uvacha योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्याश्च हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। एकस्त्वमेव भगवन् निधमात्मशक्त्या मायाख्ययोरुगुणया महदाद्यशेषम् सृष्ट्वानुविश्य पुरुष सदसद्गुणेषु नानेव दारुषु विभावसु अद्भिवासि त्वद्दत्तया वयुनयेदमचष्ट विश्वम् सुप्त प्रबुद्ध इव नाथ भवत्प्रपन्नः तस्यापवर्ग्य शरणं तव पादमूलम् विस्मर्यते कृतविदा कथमार्तबन्धो नूनं विमुष्टमतयस्तव मायया ते ये त्वां भवाप्यय विमोक्ष न मन्यहेतोः अर्चन्ति कल्पकतरुं कुनपोपभोग्यम् इच्छन्ति यत्स्पर्शजं निरयेऽपि नृणाम् या निर्वृतिस्तनुभृतां तव पादपद्मा ध्यानात् भवज्जनकथा श्रवणेन वा स्यात् सा ब्रह्मणि स्वमहिमन्यपि नातमाभूत् किं त्वन्तकासि लुलितात् पततां विमानात् भक्तिं मुहुः प्रवहतां त्वयि मे प्रसङ्गो भूयादनन्तमहताममलाशयानाम् येनाञ्जसोल्बणमुर्व्यसनं भवाब्धिम् निश्ये भवद्गुणकथामृतपानमत्तः तेन स्मरन्त्यतितरां प्रियमीशमर्त्यम् ये चान्वद सुतसुहृद्गृहवित्तधाराः ये त्वब्जनाभ भवदीयपदारविन्दा सौगन्यलुब्धहृदयेषु कृतप्रसङ्गाः तिर्यन्नगद्विजसरिसृपदेवदैत्या मर्त्यादिभिः परिचितं सदसद्विशेषम् रूपं स्तविष्टमजते महदाद्यनेकं नातः परं परमवेद्मि न यत्र वादः कल्पान्त एतदखिलं जठरेण गृह्णन् सेते पुमान् स्वदृह्णन्त सखस्तदङ्के यन्नाभिसिन्धुरुह काञ्चन लोकपद्मा गर्भेद्युमान् भगवते प्रणतोऽस्मि तस्मै त्वं नित्यमुक्त परिशुद्ध विबुद्ध आत्मा कूटस्थ आदिपुरुषो भगवान् स्त्रीशः यद्बुद्ध्यवस्थितमखण्डितया स्वदृष्ट्या द्रष्टा स्थिता वधिमको व्यतिरिक्तास्ते यस्मिन् विरुद्धगतयो ह्यनिसम्पतन्ति विद्यादयो विविधशक्तयानुपूर्यात् तद्ब्रह्म विश्वभवमेकमनन्तमाद्यम् आनन्दमात्रमविकारमहं प्रपद्ये सत्याशिषो हि भगवंस्तव पादपद्मम् आशिस्तथानुभजत पुरुषार्थमूर्तेः अप्येवमार्य भगवान् परिपाति दीनान् वाश्रेव वत्सकमनुग्रहकातरोऽस्मान् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे इति श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणे चतुर्थस्कन्धे नवमोऽध्याये ध्रुवकृत भगवस्तुतिः सम्पूर्णम्। कृष्ण प्रभुजी.
Thank you very, very much, Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you very, very much. That was really, really wonderful and powerful. In fact, there is a shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam where it says, Trayo lokas chakam pire. When Dhruva Maharaj recited his prayers, all the three worlds started to tremble. So, similarly, a powerful reciting of these prayers were provided. His Grace, Dr. Jagat Sakshi Prabhu has joined us today. Prabhuji, very welcome. But to formally welcome him, I would like to invite His Grace Sri Vallabh Prabhu, our Yatra leader of Damodar Desh, to formally welcome Prabhuji and also speak about today's Yajnakartas and also formally inaugurate the books that we are going to do. So, His Grace Sri Vallabh Prabhu, please give a big round of Haribol to welcome our Yatra leader, His Grace Sri Vallabh Prabhu. Prabhu, over to you. Is Sri Vallabh Prabhu here?
Yes, Prabhu, he is here. He will
Okay.
start.
So while Srivala Prabhu is joining us, all those who are seeing the screens right now, you can offer your Hare Krishnas to His Grace Dr. Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, who has kindly joined us today, and offer our Vaishnava pranams. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. We're just waiting for His Grace Srivala Prabhu to formally inaugurate the program. And till the time he joins, we can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and wait for him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can also see the very wonderful darshans from our Advani Prabhu's house, beautiful deities. And today's program is also in memory and prayers to Govindaram Advani ji. So we keep them in our prayers. Jagjivan Jagannath Prabhu, is Srivala Prabhu online? Hare Krishna.
Yes, I am online.
Welcome, Prabhu. Welcome. You just made our chanting more intense. Over to you, Hare Krishna. We can't hear you now. Are you speaking?
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Let's search you out and let us put you on spotlight. We can hear your voice, but we can't see you.
I'm so sorry, Prabhu. When I switch my video on, it goes off. Okay, I think I'm able to see my own self on the video.
Now you are visible. Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Sorry. Hare Krishna. First, Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, thank you very much for being here with us today for the starting of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the current situation. We are sorry that you are not here with us. However, the technology has enabled us to still remain together and continue uninterrupted Srimad Bhagavatam. And so I would like to welcome all of you on the forum today. It's very heartening to see there are 330 connections already and maybe many more on YouTube. That means there are maybe a double number who are going to be hearing. In the past, I would like to, also start off by saying thank you very much, Mahesh, for always hosting the Srimad Bhagavatam very enthusiastically. It was a festival. It was a full-fledged marriage. This time you had a real marriage in your house, so it looks like we have gone online, but I'm sure we will have a bigger program in the future. We have the great opportunity to see the altar at Mahesh Gauragovinda Prabhu's residence. He was all enthusiastic to host it, but given the current situation, we have gone online. Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, while Prabhu would be introducing and giving a full introduction to Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, we have always enjoyed his kathas. His kathas in English, his kathas in Tamil. I haven't heard him in Malayalam though, but I think my family are constant hearers of the wonderful katha that he gives. And so we wanted the opportunity to hear him with us this time. Dhruva-Stuti is a very beautiful episode. And I think we'll be able to understand the entire background and also go into the depth of Dhruva-Stuti and the stories of what is happening. So I really like to welcome every one of you at this particular stage. I would also, while I see the beautiful photo of Govind Advani ji, who is on whose behalf the katha is being held today. But also I remember my parents, and specifically my father, Mahamani Krishna Das Prabhu, who set this Srimad Bhagavatam culture in our congregation, learning shlokas, getting into Srimad Bhagavatam, whole month, whole period. And many of these shlokas that we possibly see more than the Dhruva-Stuti, there are some earlier shlokas of how Narada is talking about how you dwell into or how you meditate upon the Lord. Those shlokas are very important shlokas. And, I think this is very, very relatable. And it runs over many chapters. And I think this has not just got the tattva, it has got beautiful story too. And I'm sure, as a beautiful storyteller, Jagat Sakshi Prabhu will take us through into the wonderful understanding of the Dhruva-Stuti and the background. So, while saying that, I would like to specifically thank Mahesh Gaur Govinda Prabhu, who's been a good inspiration and a host, but definitely one of the prime movers of the Srimad Bhagavatam Katha is Vrajalila Nath Prabhu. And he's been very ably supported by an entire team who have worked in the background to create this. There's a team who's taking care of the entire audio visuals here. There's a booklet, there are quiz, there are so many things that are working on, the Hindi translations that happen in parallel. It is, even though it is online, it looks like it is simple, but there's a lot of work behind. So having said this, with prayers, prayerfully in the current situation, hoping that the SAPTAH happens very well. And by the time we have the Purnahuti of the SAPTAH, I hope everything opens up.
Hare Krishna. I will have Srila Prabhu back very soon.
I think your network, Prabhu.
It's been pushing me out very often. So thank you very, very much to all of you. Back over.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much.
Sorry.
Yes.
Srila Prabhu. Sorry.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Let me offer my obeisances to Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. Welcome, Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. I think Srila Prabhu already spoke, so I don't want to take much time and hand it over to you. Thank you for all who have made this effort to make this possible. We are in these times, difficult times, so we had to move it online. But some other time I'm actually missing people coming at my home, devotees coming at my home, and we getting all the blessings. But nevertheless, still it is online and reaching all over the world. So that's very great. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Having said that, I would also like to say that, innovatively, we worked along with Mahesh Prabhu and with the help of Purananda Prabhu coordinating that 100 parcels of prasadam from Govindas are reaching our ashrams devotees every day and maybe more in some days. So thank you very much. That's wonderful. At the end, we can talk about which camps we reached today. 130 packs of prasadam are being sent to the DIC devotees and the Jabalali Free Zone ashram. Thank you, Mahesh, for the wonderful parcel, and thank you very much for supporting it.
And if anybody, we could always increase this number if any of the people who want to just join this initiative, please reach out to some numbers must be given. Shivala Prabhu, thank you so much. Haribol.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mahesh.
Sorry,
Prabhu.
I'm just also pausing to say just one thing that Mahesh Gaur Govinda Prabhu has recently had, in the family, a very wonderful marriage celebrated in Vietnam. And so our prayers not only is for Govinda Dwaniji, and in whose name Govindas came about, by the way, but then also for the good health of his mother and also for his entire family. His eldest daughter, Manisha, got married to Kartikeya Sharma very recently. So our prayers and blessings to the children, as well as to Pallavi and to Sanjeet, and looking forward to seeing more weddings. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Srivala Prabhu and Mahesh Gauradwani Prabhu. Now over to Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. I would like to just give a quick introduction. Prabhu is already eager on time. That's one of the biggest qualities of His Grace Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. He's always on time. His lectures are on time. But I'd like to formally introduce him. He's the temple president for ISKCON Trivandrum, Kerala. Prabhu is also a doctorate in Bhagavad Gita and is a renowned spiritual teacher. His lectures are so simple that even a small child can sit and hear and relish each and every example that he gives through his lectures. He's a custodian of a 500-year-old temple, of a Krishna temple also in Tiruvalla. He takes care and maintains that. He has conducted hundreds of week-long transformation spiritual sessions across India. I was one of those participants who came more than 30 years ago, and he was one of my first counselors. I'm always ever grateful for him to plant this Krishna consciousness in my heart. And he is the host of the Bhagavatamrita on Jnanam TV for more than over 10 years. So he's not media shy at all. He is very, very media friendly, and he's very comfortable before the screen and off the screen. And he also the founder of the Atma Plus charity, which provides medical aid, equipment, and ambulance services. He reaches thousands globally through online spiritual sessions, and he's been kind enough to come today for Damodar Desh. Prabhu, Vanakkam, welcome to this wonderful session. Over to you. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sorry, we need to release the booklet, Prabhu.
Yes, so Bhagavatam is not ready without the booklet. But before that, two more announcements. जिन जिन लोगों को हिंदी में अनुवाद चाहिए, उनसे अनुरोध है कि आप अपने नाम के सामने हिंदी जो है आप लिख दें, ताकि आपको हिंदी ब्रेकआउट रूम में आपको ले जाया जा सकता है. So those who want Hindi translations, we request all of you to write your name Hindi in the Zoom name so that we can assist you to take you towards the breakout room. Now I'd like to also invite Prabhu to inaugurate the online book, which is a compilation of the Dhruva-Caritra and also these shlokas put together for our audience, which will be circulated to all of them. And also, if you have any questions for Prabhu during the class, please put them in chat. Don't create a parallel Bhagavatam class, but please put your questions on the chat. We will collate them and ask them later. Okay, so yes, Subhash Prabhu, if we can have on the, yes, you can see on the screen. Prabhu, we would like to go ahead, chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and inaugurate this. Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, over to you. Thank you so much. Over to you, Prabhu, to inaugurate the book and also the lecture.
I just wanted to, I don't know whether you need to make this announcement, Haridas Vani Prabhu, that
yes,
it also announced that the YouTube Hindi will operate, but I believe the YouTube Hindi can only operate post the lecture, but those
yes,
who join on Zoom can watch it.
Okay. And those who want to watch this session on YouTube in English, they are welcome to do so as well. I don't want to take much more time. Today is the first day, Prabhu, so please pardon us for the 5 minute extra, but we wanted to introduce you formally to the team. Hare Krishna, over to you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Very loud and clear, Prabhu. Very nice. Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiraye. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dhinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. My humble pranams to His Grace Sri Vallabha Prabhu. Prabhuji is wonderfully contributing to the spiritual life of thousands in Middle East. Not only that, Prabhu is helping all kinds of yatras all over the world, big and small, in many projects in that area. So we are very grateful to Prabhu for organizing this program Then my humble pranams to Advani ji for hosting this program. It's a great seva. Also, my pranams to Rajlila Prabhu for meticulously putting things together. Humble pranams to all the assembled Vaishnavas. So I have a small question. There are some few important shlokas. So during the talk, when I mention the number, will there be someone to display the shlokas, those few shlokas?
Yes,
Some,
Prabhu,
yeah.
sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So before starting Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is a wholesome lesson which we all have to understand. There is a situation behind every chapter, why it is explained, how important it is, and all those things. So our Dhruva-Caritra starts from 8th chapter of 4th canto. So somebody can display 482, 4th chapter, 4th canto, 8th chapter, and 2nd shloka. We all know, many of us have studied in Bhakti Shastri that there are 6 questions which are asked in Srimad Bhagavatam, and Bhagavatam is an answer for those 6 questions asked in Naimisharanya. You know, I don't know how many of you have been to Naimisharanya. It is an amazing place where we have this Chakratirtha, one of the miraculous place in the world. If you have been to Naimisharanya, you will know. This particular pond is in a circle form. Oh, long back we have gone from Damodar Desh Yatra. Very good. So Naimisharanya, the Chakratirtha, it's in circular form. Normally tirthas and pond you will see in square or rectangular, but this is in circular form. And the amazing part of it is the water is going around. You know, it's rotating. The water is going in circular waves. If you get inside this Chakratirtha, you will feel that the water is pushing you. You know, the water is pushing you. Then after some time, you will also be going around in circles. And there is a compound wall in the middle. Nobody had gone to the center of Chakratirtha. Because if you go to the center of Chakratirtha in Naimisharanya, Yatgatva na nivartante, you will never come back. Direct Vaikunta. It is a place like that. So the first shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam speaks about Naimisharanya. Animisha kshetre. There are 2 beautiful qualities explained for Lord Krishna. One is, he doesn't have a shadow. And the second one, animisha, he doesn't blink his eyes. So if at all somebody comes and tells you, our dear Damodar Desh Yatra devotees, I am avatar of Lord, check whether he has got a shadow. Krishna doesn't have shadow. That's why when artists, they paint Krishna's pictures or something, they never paint shadows. Krishna doesn't have shadow. We all have got shadows. And the second beautiful quality of the Lord is the Lord never blinks his eyelid. Nimisha. Nimi means eyelid. Nimisha means the time taken for the eyelid to close and open. That is Nimisha. Animisha kshetre means the place of the person who doesn't blink at all. So Naimisharanya, amazing place. So there, these thousands of sages sat down and started asking questions. They asked 6 pertinent questions. Upanishad says we should always ask questions, but in a humble way. Pariprashnena sevaya. And the question should be based on 6 aspects. Why, what, when, where, who, and how. Upanishad says these 6 aspects should be there in the question. Why, what, when, where, who, and how. And the questions should be beneficial for others. We should not go and ask unnecessary questions. Once in a SAPTAH, once in a program, one small school kid got up and asked, what is the name of the 50th brother of Duryodhan? Very tough to answer him. So some questions are generally not very useful for the public. Pariprashnena sevaya. Ask in a very humble mode. And the 6th question, we are not getting into all the details. The 6th question is, the sages asked Suta Goswami, Suta Rishi, what Dharma did, or where did Dharma took shelter after Krishna's disappearance? What happened to Dharma? Where did Dharma go? So, Surya had 3 children. The eldest one was Yama. The second one was Shani. And the third one was Yamuna. 3 children, Surya had. Many children he had with multiple wives. But in one particular section, he had prominent 3 children. The elder one was Yama. The second one was Shani. And the third one was Yamuna, the river Yamuna. The 2 brothers will punish papis. The sister will deliver the papis. Both were doing extremely opposite job. The brothers will punish the sinners. The sister will deliver the sinners. Yamuna will clear them off from the sin, whereas Yama and Shani. Yama is the lord of Dharma and Shani was the lord of Karma. These 2 brothers are very dangerous. One is in charge of Dharma and the second is in charge of Shani. Okay. Anyway, these informations has got very close connection with this shloka which we are going to see. Oh, the shloka is gone. Somebody can display it. 4.8.2. 4th canto, 8th chapter, and shloka number 2. Is there?
Yeah, it'll just come up, Prabhu. Just a second.
Yeah. I should also open it.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Say? Okay, somebody can chant the shloka?
Who can I?
Yes.
धर्मस्य भार्याशीर् दम्भं मायां शत्रुहन् अश्रुत मिथुनं तातु निरुत्तिर जगृहे प्रजः.
Very good. Thank you. Mrisha adharmasya bharyasi. Adharma's wife is Mrisha. Their husband and wife. But it is a very bad news. Their brother and sister also. It is adharma actually. brother and sister getting married is against our Shastras. This shloka is very important, okay? It has got nothing to do with Dhruva's story, but this particular shloka in the beginning of this particular chapter of Dhruva-Caritra is very important. Mrisha and Adharma, their brother and sister, but they got married. They produced children, and they are in the second line. Dhambam Maya cha Shatruhan. Dhamba, bluffing, wrong speaking, useless talk. Dhamba, proud, pride, arrogant. It has got multiple meanings. Useless talk, bluffing. And here, Maya means cheating, hiding, tricking, So, they are children of Mrisha and Adharma. In the next 4-5 shlokas, a list of people are given. All of them are brother and sister, not husband and wife. They got married and they produced children. Mrisha and Adharma, brother and sister, got married and produced children. Dhambam and Maya, bluffing and cheating. Brother and sister. Bluffing and cheating got married. They produced children. Greed, anger, and violence. They are brother and sister. Anger and violence got married and produced Kali and rude speech. They are brother and sister. Again, so in the next 4-5 shlokas, if you see, this is very, very dangerous in Kalikal, which Prabhupada beautifully predicted. It happens in many parts of the world. Varna Shankara, unwanted population, Mlecha, Yavana, animals live like that. So, on one side, Brahmaji was producing proper children like Narada, Indra, so many suras, sattvic people. On the other side, Brahma produced Adharma also. And Adharma had children, Dhamba and cheating. And they had children. Further down, all the bad, bad qualities, bad habits, they all took it. Okay. If you know anything about Vastu Shastra or little bit about direction, maybe people who speak Hindi are very familiar with that. North is Urdhva, Uttar, Dakshin, Paschim, and Purva, Purab, right? East, West, North, and South. But for Northeast, we call Ishana. Southeast is called Agniya. That's where kitchen is kept. Southwest is Nirtir, this Lord. This particular demigod Deva is in charge of Southwest. And his children are all these bad qualities. So southwest of a place, of a house, should be very well protected. So that particular plot should be raised. There should be compound wall. It should be very well protected. The southwest is very, very important. It should be protected very well. Because that is the place where all these bad habits. So one side Brahma is producing, Manu, Narada, Swayambhuva Manu, and their children, and Uttanapada, and Priyavrita, and Uttanapada's son is Dhruva. One side, the graph goes like this. And on the other side, Adharma, dambham, maya, anger, violence, they are also produced. And their constant influence will be there. So, Dhruva's life, the story starts, the episode of Dhruva starts with the influence of these bad habits. So here Prabhupada is mentioning, and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also mentioning in his purport, this marriage between brother and sister from the same womb is very dangerous, and that will spoil the whole of Dharma. Prabhupada goes at a length and speaks about it. So Bhagavatam refers to this word Uttar, the top, or towards the north, or traveling towards the top. Uttar, Uttarayanam. Bhishma Dev left his body at Uttarayanam. In Mahabharata and Bhagavat, Badrinath temple is mentioned as Uttar Dakshina. Pandavas walked towards north. North means Badrinath, towards liberation. So these characters became the scenario where Dhruva's Leela was explained, or Dhruva-Caritra, the pastime, the story. These are all the background where the influence of these bad characters were there, even though they were sons of Brahma, grandsons of Brahma. Right? And it starts. Swayambhuva Manu, in the parampara of Swayambhuva Manu, two great personalities took birth who are almost like the Supreme Lord. That's what Bhagavatam says. In the shloka number 6, it says, they're equivalent to the Narayana and the two sons, Uttanapada and Priyavrata. Both brothers, very well qualified brothers, who can rule the world. They're very well, highly qualified brothers, Uttanapada and Priyavrata. But Uttanapada was influenced, by his wife, Suruchi. It's a beautiful lesson. So what happens here, Maitreya, sage Maitreya, brushes off all the past. Here and there he gives the lineage, his son is his, that king's son is this prince, and this prince's son is that, blah, 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 blah. He pushes his past and immediately takes up the story of Dhruva. So Prabhupada writes there, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes there, the sage wanted to glorify Dhruva. He wanted to speak about the stories of Dhruva. So pleasing to the heart. He doesn't want to get into the details of the lineage and all. So he jumps directly to Dhruva. We are also like that. We are not so much into whose son is who married who, and who got his son, and what happened to that lineage and that thing. We are not interested. We want to know more about Lord, devotees. So directly Maitreya start explaining about Dhruva. So we know Dhruva had two mothers, and Bhagavatam says Dhruva saw both of them equally. Dhruva never differentiated. For him, his mother Suniti and stepmother Suruchi both are same. And the word explains everything. The name itself explains everything. Suniti, a person who lives by niti. Niti means dharma, rules. Dharma, niti. She lives by rules. She lives by dharma. Suruchi, ruchi means taste. She lives by taste, which means Suniti lives by principle. Suruchi lives according to her will and wish. That's all. The name itself explains everything. One person lives by principle, and the second person lives by taste, according to her wish. Now my question is, are we Suniti or Suruchi in life? Do we all live by principle, or according to our will and wish? Maybe one or two can answer in the chat box. Honest answer. Are we Suniti in life or Suruchi in life? According to will. Okay. Mix of both. Oh, so many answers. Okay. As per the situation. Yeah. So many times we are Suruchi only. And we are expert devotees, you know. We will bend that principle to our will and wish. Not normal people we are. Bhakti, we are masters in bhakti. We know how to bend. During Prabhupada's time, this was a very famous quote. Anything devotees want to make it happen or something get it through, they will say, Prabhupada said. So all the other devotees will keep quiet. They will simply left and right quote Prabhupada. Once Prabhupada said, oh, even I didn't know what I say. Prabhupada said, I'm surprised by my own quotes. Because people used to quote, Prabhupada said, Prabhupada said, Prabhupada said. So devotees are experts sometimes. We used to, somehow we wanted to make our own wish happen. For that, we will use the rules. Sometimes we go to wrong shloka at a wrong place and get things done. All that we do. So maybe they're wonderful devotees in the group. I'm not like generalizing it, but generally, it's a bit we are like that. So Suniti lives by principle and Suruchi lives by will and wish. So these two wonderful. And in the next, in the 7th verse, in the continuing verse, there's a beautiful message. Uttanapada loved both their sons, his sons, Dhruva and Uttama. But he did not love both his wives equally. He could love both his sons equally, but he could not love both his wives equally. There, our acharyas are giving a psychological lesson. Because when we love our children, there's no expectation. We don't expect, oh, this 4-year-old boy is going to grow after 20 years, then he will take care, so I should feed him now properly. There is no expectation. When you love your children, there is no selfish interest. We just do things for them. We are happy when they are happy. We buy them new clothes. When we see their smiling face, you are happy. But when you love your partner, there is expectation. You make me roti, I smile, I get you jewelry. You do this for me, I'll do it. There is an expectation. And as per Bhagavad Gita, expectations will lead to disappointment. The more you expect from this world, the more we will get disappointed. So when Uttanapada loved his wife, there is an expectation. But when he loved his children, there was no expectation. He loved both his sons equally, but he was very attracted to his wife Suruchi more than Suniti. So he loved his wife Suruchi. And Suruchi always lives, she's very selfish lady, self-centered person. That is why a devotee should gradually learn to reduce his expectation from this world. On the other hand, he should be giving. There's a beautiful quotation by one of the sannyasis in ISKCON. He said, what does mean by preaching? Preaching means distribute more than you received. We all received mercy. That's a proved fact. That's why we are here. We all received mercy in different forms. So what is the mood of a preacher? The preacher should distribute more than he received. Then there won't be any disappointment in this world. So, in the previous shloka, we saw that the situation, all the Damba and all these people, and they have influenced. So now I will deviate a little bit from the shlokas to explain the reason further. I told that Yama was the eldest son, Shani was his younger brother, and Yamuna was the younger sister. Originally, Yama, who is Dharmaraj, was a wonderful Vaishnava. We all know Dharmaraj is one among 12 Mahajanas. Amazing personality. He never spoke a single word which will hurt others. Very polite, soft, a wonderful devotee, Such a nice person. We know his name is there in 12, one among the 12 Mahajanas, Dharmaraj. But one day, Narayana was holding a meeting. So he gave Lakshmi the finance, Saraswati the education. Lord was, empowering the devas with different departments, and one department was left. That is karma, the department of karma. So Narayana asked, is there anyone who is ready to take up this department? Because this seva is not an easy seva. Cook someone in a frying pan, that's what happens in the hell. Bhagavatam speaks about different kinds of hell. You have to cook someone in the pan, stitch them in a sewing machine, andata, mishram, tataivam, rauravam, kumbi, pakam, all these places. So none of the devas were ready to take up the seva. Unfortunately, Dharmaraj came for the meeting little late. Maybe he was ISKCON devotee. He came little late for the meeting. So Bhagwan asked, Dharmaraj, there is some seva for you. Are you willing to take it up? Dharmaraj said, whatever you order, my lord, I will take it up. Very politely he said, whatever you say, I will do it. Then he came to know that department was karma, dharma. You have to cook someone, all the people, meat eaters, you have to cook them in the oil, any banker, financier who extracts huge interest, unfair interest, injustice, they have to be stitched in a sewing machine called Suchi Mukam. Dharmaraj got scared. My lord, I can't do this seva. I can't even stand when somebody is in pain. If somebody is in trouble, I see that is my own trouble, my own pain. I can't stand all these things. And what kind of seva have you given me? I can't do this. Then Bhagavan smiled and said, Dharamji, don't worry. You take care. You simply follow the rule book. Whatever is mentioned in the rule book, you follow. Even I will not interfere. Your justice is the final. Nobody will question you. But leave those people who have put tilaka on their forehead, urdhva pundra, tilaka on their forehead, and who has got kantimala around their neck. And whoever is holding japamala and sleeping, just leave them, these people alone. All the others you catch and go. You take them and go. So Dharmaraj said, okay. He was following the book so perfectly, So just today was the beginning day, first day. So we are a little bit deviating from the chapters so that we understand the background properly. So Lord told Dharmaraj, you just do whatever you want. You go buy books. Nobody will question you. So Dharmaraj was doing his seva properly. And that wonderful, polite, amazing, beautiful Vaishnava, Dharmaraj, when he entered the court, he assumed the horrific form, which is called Yamaraj. Dharma and Yama are the two forms of a same person. When he is Vaishnava, he is Dharmaraj. When he goes to the nether lands, Patal, and takes up the role, becomes the judge. He becomes Yamaraj. And who are all his assistants? He has got 2-3 assistants. On the left, he has got Kala. On the right, he has got Mrityu. On the back, he has got Shani. All the 3 will be there. More than that, they'll all be with him. But he was doing his job properly. One day, a princess went to take bath in a pond. When the princess went to take bath in the pond, she removed her jewelry and left it, at the steps of the pond. And when she was taking bath, some thieves came and stole the jewelry and ran away. So the soldiers started chasing the thieves. But the thieves ran away, but at some point they felt they will be caught. So the thieves threw the jewelry inside a sage's hermit. And the sage was peacefully doing tapas. And the soldiers came and caught the thief, thinking he was the culprit, and took him to the king. The king, that sage was Mandavya Muni, Mandavya Rishi. So the king asked, "Are you not ashamed of yourself? You are in the garb of a Rishi, garb of a Muni. But look at yourself, stealing." But the sage said, "No, I'm not the culprit. I didn't steal." But the king was not ready to believe. The king punished him. How did they punish him? They put him on kind of an iron needle, a huge needle. They made iron pole, a sharp iron pole. They made him sit on the pole. And Mandavya Muni sat on the pole, and the pole pierced his body and he fell dead. Now that Mandavya Muni went to Yama, became very angry. I have never done any mistake in my entire life. How could you do this to me? Then Yamaraj said, "See, when you were a 5-year-old kid, you used to catch all the butterflies, grasshoppers, and play with them and kill them. And after killing them, what you do? You sew them in a needle and thread and make a mala of it. Because you did that and killed so many grasshoppers, you got this punishment. You are also given a capital punishment. You are killed like this." Mandavya Muni said, "I can't accept this logic. I can't accept this argument. I was just a 5-year-old boy. How do I know what is right and wrong? I am sure all of us would have done this at the age of 5 and 6. Catching and playing with butterflies and finally killing them. Yes or no? Few minutes we'll play with the butterfly, and after few minutes you will see all the feathers will be in our hand and the insect will be dead. I am sure. At least 80% of the devotees in this group would have done that in the young age. Play with the ants, kill the ant, kill them. And now though in India, I don't know, I have not seen that in Damodar Desh, but in India, every house in the evening they have this small tiny racket bat, keep killing the mosquitoes. Ta 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 ta, it goes on. That Leela goes on at so many houses in the evening. So Dharmaraj said, "You killed so many butterflies and insects. That's why you have given this capital punishment." And Mandavya Muni said, "I can't accept this logic argument. I did at the age of 5. How can you punish me?" Then Yamaraj said, "See, when a 5-year-old baby puts his finger in the fire, or an 50-year-old man puts his finger in the fire is going to burn both. Fire will not think, 'Oh, Papa, 5-year-old baby had come.' Dharma will always do this duty." Mandavya Muni said, "No, I can't accept this logic. what you have done is wrong. I curse you to go to this material world and take birth as a human being. Then only you will know what is meant by right and wrong and how to decide. It's very difficult. Many times we get confused what to do, what is right and what is wrong. What is dharma and what is adharma? Many times we get confused. It is when there is something, when there is a wrong and a right, it is easy to decide, easy to judge. But when there are two rights, it's very difficult to judge which one to do. And that is called dharma sangadam. I am from South, we use this word a lot, dharma sangadam, dharma sankat. I don't know whether in North India they use this word dharma sankat. What is mean by dharma sankat? Sometimes we get stuck in between two rights. If you're stuck in between a right and a wrong, it's very easy to decide. But when we are stuck between two rights, then it is called dharma sankat. Which one? Yeah, some devotees have said, yes, we use it. Yeah, prasadam, one more round. That is a very good example. Should we go for prasadam or chant one more round? Sometimes our poor Prabhus are stuck between mother and wife. Both are right. Which one to follow? Like Krishna in the in the night, Yashoda Maya is telling, go to sleep, don't wake up, go to sleep, eat, take your dinner, I'll give you this, go to sleep. And when the Lord is going to sleep, the gopis are saying, come play with us. In the night, what to do? So sometimes it's very difficult to decide. Dharma sankat. So finally, Mandavya Muni cursed Dharmaraj to take birth in this material world, and he took birth as Vidura. So Vidura had this question, my Lord, what is Dharma? Anyway, it's a big story in Mahabharata, but in the end it says, what is Dharma? Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitham. Simply follow the Lord, and that becomes Dharma. What else you do, you may be a righteous person, you may be a charitable person, you may be following the rules, you may be good to others, you may be good, the Mr. Perfect, whatever it is. If we have not followed Narayana, the Supreme Lord, all the good characters, the positive points becomes adharmic. But even though the person, the shloka is displayed, wonderful. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitham. That's it. Simply we have to follow the Supreme Lord. Then it becomes Dharma. We have to simply obey. So now we go to the next shloka, 4.8.13. 4.8.13. So what happened? The children were playing in the courtyard, Uttama and Dhruva, and Uttanapada Maharaja is sitting in a very high pedestal. And immediately this younger one, Uttama, ran and sat on father's lap, playing with the father. And a small boy, Bala. Bala means 5-year-old. Bala. Kaumara, Pauganda, Yavana. Kumara means 5 to 10. Bala means 0 to 5. From the age of 0 to 5, 1 to 5 is Bala. But I don't know, in Tirupati, the Lord is like so huge and we call him Balaji, but he doesn't look like 5-year-old baby. We call him Balaji, but he doesn't look like Bala. So this Balas, the children were playing in the courtyard and one went and sat on the lap. The kids, if you observe them, they will simply imitate. How many of you have seen the children trying to wear father's shoes or trying to wear father's glass specs? And, the kids always do whatever the parents do. Children always try to wear the father's shoe and like. So one ran and sat on Uttanapada's lap. Immediately the second one wanted to run and sit on. That is all their age was. When Uttama sat on the lap of his father, and Dhruva also wanted to sit on the lap of his father, so he ran. Bhalosi batha natmanam anya stri garbha she's immediately Suruchi appeared in the scene and said, Anya stri garbha sambritham. Oh, my dear boy, you are desiring beyond what you deserve. If you want to sit on the lap, you should have taken birth in my womb. Is it a words to be spoken to a 5-year-old, 10-year-old boy? She went and spoke this. You desire something beyond you deserve. If you want to sit on that lap, you should have taken birth in my womb. Such a poison. Because in beginning of this chapter, Shukadev says, Dhruva never saw a difference between two mothers. He treated both his mothers equally. But when he saw this mother speaking like that, he felt very badly insulted. In an assembly, in a palace hall, in front of many maids, servant maids and servants. See, sometimes we slip and fall inside the room where nobody had seen us. Sometimes we slip and fall in front of 10 people. Which fall will hurt us a lot? We slip and fall inside the room, we hit the cot, we hit the table, something and all happens every day. Nobody bothers. Because you had been pained in your body, you got hurt in your body. But if you fall in front of 50 people, your body is also hurt and your ego is also hurt. That's more painful. When Dhruva was insulted, he was insulted in the palace. In front of so many maids and servants, Dhruva could not accept it. And he very, like a beggar expecting. Affectionately, he turned towards his father. And the word used in Bhagavatam is Sannavachanam. Sannavachanam means, I think in Telugu also they use this word, Sannavachanam. Sanna. Mild. Father Uttanapada is murmuring something but not being able to heard by anyone. Nobody could hear it. Uttanapada was not silent. Sannavachanam. He was speaking something inside his mouth only, murmuring something. Means Uttanapada knows what is happening to my son is unfair. It's wrong. But he was so attached to his wife, he became weak. He's murmuring inside his mouth. Thank you, Rambabu Venkatramana ji. I'm sure you're from Andhra or Telangana. Sannavachana, low voice. Speaking inside. Oh, sorry, Chennai. Speaking inside his mouth. That's it. Rusha danda hato yata ahi. Rusha. In South India also they use this word, rosham. Getting angry. Dhruva got angry. Rusha danda hato yata ahi. Ahi means snake. Like if you beat a snake with a stick, the snake will become even more wild. It will spread its hood and it will start hissing. Like a snake, Dhruva became so angry. But there's a beautiful thing, in the shloka 4.18.13, tapasa aradhya purusham tasyaiva anugrahena me. This is a very nice, interesting thing. 4.8.13. Yes, it's displayed. Tapasa aradhya purusham Tasyaiva anugrahena me. In between that, what the Suruchi did, if you want to take birth in my womb, you go and worship the Supreme Lord and get his blessings. That is why here in Bhagavatam, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Acharya say, Prabhupada also explains in the purport, Sunuti and Surichi became Vartama Pradarshaka Guru of Dhruva. Even in that insulting words, it is like Ajamila chanting. Ajamila chanted Narayana's name, not meditating on Narayana, just to get rid of the situation. He was calling his son. In the same way, the Suruchi gave a guidance, not out of affection towards Dhruva, just to make a show. She said this word, Tapasa aradhya purusham tasyaiva anugrahena me. Go and get, do penance. Oh, my dear boy, go and do penance and take the blessings of the Lord. Then you will take birth in my womb. What a heavy word, she said, but something good. She spoke about the Lord. Go to the Lord. One thing, she was not honest. She was not honest in her words. Second, she is hurting Dhruva so much. And Acharya is explaining why she told Dhruva to do penance. Because he's a small boy. If he does penance, he will definitely die. If he dies, his mother will cry. And Suruchi wants to see all that and enjoy, smile, be happy. She's a poisonous lady, a very big sinner. She wanted Dhruva to die in the jungle. She doesn't want to give Dhruva the place. Nothing. Very big sinner. But Acharya is explaining. Okay, my straight, simple question. Did Suruchi do aparad or not? Did she committed offense or not? Or not, who can answer in the Aishwarya Mataji? All, everybody agreed. Yes, correct. Definitely she did a sin. She did aparad. But the beauty of our Acharyas explaining, she is freed from the aparad because she directed Dhruva to God. Because she guided Dhruva to meditate on the Supreme Lord, go and do bhakti to her, go in search of the Supreme Lord. She gave the right instruction. She was relieved from the sin, like Putana was relieved from the sin. What a great Papa Putana did. She killed thousands and thousands of babies before she approached Krishna in Vraja. In 1 month time, Kamsa told Putana, you just go and kill the babies who are less than 1 year old. All that 1 year old or less than 1 year old babies, you go and kill. And Putana was enjoying sucking the blood and killing the babies. She killed thousands and thousands of babies and finally landed in Vraja. What a great sin. But when she gave the milk to Krishna, Shukadev Goswami says, Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kutam. You have smeared that Kalakuta poison on your chest. Krishna drank the milk and delivered you as his own mother. Aho Bakiyam. Hey Baki, the younger sister of Bakasura Putana, what punya have you done? So even though here Suruchi was a great sinner, Acharyas say, because she directed Dhruva towards God, she was cleared from that sin. She got relieved. Oh, that shloka. Aho bakiyam stanakalaku. Yeah, thank you. So she got relieved from that offense. So here, Sannavacham is also, that word is also very important because father remained silent. When Draupadi was disrobed, Bhishma remained silent. Krishna did not like it. Then Krishna thought in his mind, Krishna made a small decision. One day I will also make this Duryodhana naked and feel the shame of that. You know, if you have read Mahabharata, you know the story. We all know that Draupadi was disrobed and insulted in the assembly. We know that story. So Krishna made a wonderful arrangement. Once that Duryodhana also became naked, you know, they were getting defeated in the battle. Day by day, Pandavas were becoming powerful. So finally, Duryodhana did not know what to do. His 99 brothers were killed in the battle. 2 more days. And the bodies of all his brothers were eaten up by jackal. There was a river of blood in Kurukshetra. Even Duryodhana thought for a second, I should stop this war. Then he thought, after the death of my 99 brothers, if I stop the war, what the world will speak about me. At any cost, I have to win this battle. So Gandhari said, my dear son, you please come and meet me in private. But you should walk towards me naked. I have taken the tapasya, austerity of blindfolding myself. I've never opened my eyes. And I have gained a severe, intense Shakti. I want to transfer that Shakti in your body so that your body will turn into a solid iron. But Duryodhana was feeling so uneasy. How will I go in front of my mother naked? But somehow he gathered courage, and in the dead of the night, Duryodhana was walking towards his mother Gandhari, undressed. Ting! Krishna appeared from nowhere. Lord knows all this program. Lord appeared in front of Duryodhana. And Lord said, oh my God, Duryodhana, what are you doing? Duryodhana felt so ashamed to stand naked in front of Krishna. He was like curling, he was feeling like, just to disappear. And Krishna kept on taunting him by words. Duryodhana, are you a kid? Have you lost your sense? Did the war taken a toll on you? Krishna is not stopping, he's going on commenting and commenting and commenting. And Arjuna, Duryodhana started hiding behind the trees, hiding behind the bushes and this and that. Then finally Krishna said, okay, go. Anyway, you are going in front of your mother, but still, this is not manner. This is not nice. At least you cover your below area, private parts. So Duryodhana covered. Then he went. Anyway, you know that story. The whole thing went. That was Krishna's revenge on Duryodhana to insult Draupadi. So, in the following shlokas, beautiful shloka 4.8.17, Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 8th chapter, 17th shloka, where Suniti mother is. Because what happened? Dhruva ran from that assembly, hissing like a snake, beaten up by sticks. He was running and ran, and immediately Mother Suniti embraced him. She knew what has happened. She had heard from all the maid servants, this has happened in the assembly, that has happened in the assembly, So she immediately embraced and put his son, and she was feeling so angry against Suruchi But the shloka says she controlled herself and she did not say all that thing to Dhruva. Sometimes we also get angry. We get, we get very, our ego gets hurt and all. It doesn't have to transfer that to everyone. Suniti was equally angry against Suruchi like Dhruva. But she became very calm, very polite, and spoke this beautiful shloka. You see the third and fourth line. Ma mangalam tata pareshu mamstha bhungte jano yat paradukha dastat. Beautiful line. Ma amangalam tata pareshu. Pareshu means others. Mama astha. Astha means asha. Don't desire. Ma amangalam. Amangalam means inauspicious. Mangal, right? Mangal. Amangal means inauspiciousness. Dhruva, please don't think inauspicious of others at any cost. Bhungte jano yat paradukkada. Whatever you think bad about others will happen to you. See, Dhruva is very angry. He's a Kshatriya boy, crying and on his lap. Still, mother is instructing him in the right direction. Please, please, you may be forced to think bad about the other person, but please don't think bad about others. Ma mangalam tat pareshu mamsta bhungte jano yat paradukkadastat. Because if you think about somebody else, it will definitely happen to you. It happened. It happened. In the beautiful story, Suruchi wanted Dhruva to go to jungle and die. And she wanted Suniti to cry. But towards the end of the story, you know that what happened? Uttama went to the jungle and died, and Suruchi cried. Whatever she desired for Dhruva exactly happened in her life. It's a very important lesson. We should not, desire, garnish those desires. Many times we may think bad about somebody. Oh, why this person has like this, and why that is not happening to, why not accidents happening to. We may think. The moment such kind of thoughts appear in our mind, we simply raise our hands and chant Hare Krishna. Get rid of those thoughts, because the thoughts will invite. Purana says if you think about 4 things constantly, it will appear in front of you. Disease, snake, and one more thing, and the 4th is Vishnu. If you constantly think of disease, I feel my stomach is upset. This may happen to me, that may happen. I feel this is. If you keep on thinking about disease, and the disease will appear in front of you. And you keep on thinking about snakes will also come. And the 4th element is Vishnu. Constantly meditate on Vishnu, Bhagavan will come in front of you. So here, whatever exactly she thought for Dhruva, that happened in Suruchi's life. Ma mangalam thata pareshu mamsta bhungte jano yat paradukka dastat. Then she's consoling her son. She's consoling her son in the next shloka, 4.8.19. Aradayo adokshaja padapadmam. And then the next one, 4.8.19. So she says, my dear Dhruva, whatever Suruchi said is true only. I am unfortunate. Your father doesn't like me. Your father treats me as a servant. But Suruchi had said something correct to you. Only Lord can protect you. Go in search of the Lord. Worship Him. Aradayo adokshaja. If you see the third line, yeah. Aradhaya adokshaja pada padmam yatichase adhyasanan uttamo yatha. Worship the Supreme Lord. Only Lord can protect you. Then in the following shloka she says, even once Brahma did that. Your grandfather Manu did that. Your great grandfather Brahma did that. So in the shlokas, Acharyas explain duty of every parent to put the seed of bhakti in children's heart. We may be successful, we may not be successful, but it is our prime duty to teach our children about bhakti, about Krishna. If a parent doesn't do that, Janani na sasyat, pita na sasyat, no more father, no more mother, guru, not a guru. We all work very hard to make sure that our children are settled nicely in life, educated very well, they get married, they get job, they get money, they're comfortable, good. But it is our duty, primary duty, to arrange a situation where children get Krishna consciousness. So in this situation, Suniti beautifully says, just go, whatever your stepmother has said is true. Go in search of the Supreme Lord. Only Lord can protect you and nobody else. That is why when devotees say, even for material desires, they surrender to the Supreme Lord and the Lord protects them. So she says in the 20, sloka number 20, Yasyangriya Padmam Parichaya. You surrender to that lotus feet, which will deliver you. Because your grandfather, Swayambhuva Manu and great grandfather Brahma, they all surrendered and achieved what they got. This is the place where Dhruva starts thinking, oh, my grandfather surrendered and got what he desired. My great grandfather also surrendered and got what he desired. So I should become more than my grandfather and great grandfather. This is where Dhruva starts thinking, I should become bigger than Brahma. I should become bigger than Swayambhuva Manu. Because they all surrendered to the Supreme Lord and got it. So I should become even bigger than. And Suniti says, Ananya Bhakti Manasa. You simply give your mind to Krishna. Then Krishna will protect you. So in the next 2-3 shlokas, Suniti speaks about pure devotion. That is why Acharya say, Suniti became Vartama Pradarshaka Guru for Dhruva. And in the jungle, Dhruva met Narada. Narada becomes the Diksha Guru of Dhruva. So it's so beautiful. Suniti and Suruchi became Vartama Pradarshaka Guru of Dhruva, and Narada became Diksha Guru of Dhruva. So Suniti and Suruchi, Vartama Pradarshaka Guru, may test you and may not test you. But Diksha Guru will test you. So what happened in the jungle? Narada says, oh, my dear young boy, small boy, you have come all the way to the jungle. There are wild animals and the climate, it may rain, there may be hot sun. You have such a tender body and you always lived in palace. You don't know how to survive in the jungle. The jungle will be very scary. Narada tried to discourage Dhruva. It is not actually discouraging, it is testing his intensity. Testing his intensity. And Dhruva withstood and said, no, I want the Lord. I want to know the pathway to the Lord. So Diksha Guru, sometimes they test. Whereas Vartama Pradarshaka Guru may test, may not test. They may simply guide you towards the truth. But Bhagavatam says, the Vartama Pradarshaka Guru is also representative of Paramatma. the first person who appeared in your life, who told you, please take prasad, please chant the holy name, please buy this book, please come for this program. That person was sent by Paramatma in our life. It's very important. So Suniti and Suruchi became Vartma Pradarshaka gurus for Dhruva. And Narada became Diksha Guru for Dhruva. So Dhruva thanks Narada. It's beautiful. You showed the way towards Hari. So the words of Guru for a disciple is very, very important. Very important. How a disciple takes the words of a Guru. It's a very, very nice, humorous pastime. Prabhupada traveled to one particular country. There was a program, ISKCON temple. Somehow there was a little issue and the management has gone and they're in search of new yatra leader, new temple president. So every devotee advised a devotee's name, suggested a devotee's name. That person is quite qualified for this seva. And Prabhupada said, yeah, even I feel so. So please ask him to come and meet me tomorrow morning. I want to discuss with him. By the time the news reached the devotee thought, oh my God, I'm not going to be the temple president anymore, or I'm not going to take up this seva. This is too much, So whole night he didn't sleep. He prepared all kinds of answers. If Prabhupada says this, I will tell this, I will tell that. But somehow I will not take up this seva. He was very well prepared. Young devotee. Just married. Nice devotee. So he went in front of Prabhupada, paid his obeisances, and he told Prabhupada, devotees told me that you wanted to meet me. He was all prepared with the answers. And he's expecting that question. Prabhupada is going to tell him, please take up the responsibility of temple manager, temple management. He's all ready with the question. He bowed down in front of Prabhupada and he got up. Prabhupada said, please take sannyas. This devotee was shocked. That question was out of syllabus. He was not prepared for that question. Whole night he prepared for some other question. And Prabhupada, surprised him with a different statement. Please take sannyas. And he was like shocked. He said, Prabhupada, I just got married. I got a baby. And my wife is such a wonderful devotee. We all do service like this. We do so much. Prabhupada very calmly said, by taking sannyas, you can do even more seva. And he was like shocked to the core. No, Prabhupada, this is not like that. He was almost in tears. He bowed down and said, Prabhupada, I can't take sannyas. I will do whatever you say, but not sannyas. Prabhupada said, become temple president. Tak. Prabhupada knows everything, So Guru's words are very important. See how every living entity is playing in Dhruva's life. Somebody guide the whole mission. Samshiddhir Haritoshanam. Pleasing Hari is the total purpose of our life. So they guided, they directed slowly, and Suniti became a Vartma Pradarshaka Guru for Dhruva, and Narada became Diksha Guru for Dhruva. So we will continue further chapters from tomorrow. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So if there are devotees who have specific questions or if they would like to ask based on today's topic, what Prabhu had discussed, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. Very wonderful learnings today. Learnings such as coming very outside in from perspectives that we set the background of how this pastime has come about. Also already pretty interesting movements in terms of how Suniti and Suruchi are the Vartha Pradakshika Gurus. So a lot of learnings today, my dear devotees. If you have any specific questions, please raise your hand on the Zoom chat. please take this opportunity. Keep your questions short and simple, direct to the point, so that we can address. Akinchan Damodar Prabhu, you got your hand raised. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Nara Pranam.
Little louder, Prabhu. Little louder.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Nara Pranam. Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear. Got it.
Prabhu, you mentioned about the Vartaman Production Guru, who is very important when they get us into Krishna consciousness. But sometimes we see that our Vartaman Production Guru, after bringing us to Krishna consciousness, they are not connected to Krishna consciousness. So at that point in time, how do we deal with a situation like this where there's a maryada that they are as good as our guru, but also to bring them to Krishna consciousness, because the traditional or the lokachar is that you don't instruct your guru, you listen from your guru. So Vardhaman Production Guru is also very important and respectable, because he got us into Krishna consciousness, whoever they are, but then they themselves don't do. So how do we understand this scenario?
Thank you, Akinchana Prabhu, that Vartama Pradarshaka Guru is not necessarily to be a pure devotee or a great devotee or a great personality. In this story itself, Suruchi was not a great person, not a truthful person. Suruchi wanted Dhruva to die. And she just said Krishna's name, and she just directed Dhruva to go in search of Krishna, not intentionally, like Ajamila's chanting. So many times those Vartama Pradarshaka gurus who appear in our life, not necessarily they have to be wonderful devotees, pure devotees. Krishna just used, Paramatma just used someone in our life. We should be very, very respectful to them. As you rightly said, sometimes these devotees leave, or they may leave the mainstream of Krishna consciousness. Then it becomes our duty to go and bring them back to Krishna consciousness. It becomes our duty. Like when Dhruva came back from jungle, he became the emperor. He treated his mother Suniti also. He treated his mother Suruchi also in the same way. And when Uttama died, Uttama was killed, and when he saw Suruchi crying, Dhruva felt very bad. So Dhruva was doing right what is required. He was performing properly as a devotee and thanking Suruchi back. Then finally Suruchi went to jungle, gave up her body and attained liberation. So sometimes the Vartama Pradarshaka gurus may deviate, may leave them because they are not pure devotees and they are sometimes not committed devotees. So we take up the responsibility of trying to bring them back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank
I
you,
take
Prabhu.
the liberty to just butt in and mention that, as Bhagavad Gita also says, the Vartama Pradakshika Guru has brought us into Krishna consciousness. He or she gets the commission. And on that basis itself, they'll go back home, back to Godhead. So, we should always be thankful to them, because some of them have done their job as a messenger.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. And Prabhu has been doing that for Damodar Desh for many, many years now, telling everybody to come and join. So thank you for that. And I'm sure Prabhu has got a lot of commission. But thank you, Srila Prabhu. We have a couple of questions on the chat. First,
I'm only running on the strength of commission. I think all of us should also gain commission like that.
perfect. We will come to Kanchavaran Subhadra Mataji, but we have first question to raise from the chat. Vrindavan Vinodini Mataji has asked, Prabhu, you told about killing mosquitoes as a sin. So what if there are cockroaches in the house? A common problem these days. So if we do pest control, are we doing a sin?
You can decide. You are the best judge. So Prabhupada always used to quote his father. His father was running a textile shop, and in the night, all the rats will spoil the fabrics and all the clothes. So Prabhupada's father will keep a bowl of rice in a particular place, and leave it so that the rats will eat the rice and not spoil the clothes. That is one instance. And the second instance, once when Prabhupada was there was a cockroach in his room and they caught. And Prabhupada opened the kidki window and threw the cockroach and said, now you are independent, you have the whole world to enjoy, go and enjoy. So, unnecessarily killing definitely brings a sin, maybe small level. If there are rooms to avoid, then we can avoid. There is no chance, it's okay. But definitely it'll have little papa. Only
Prabhu, we lost you for 30 seconds there. Hare Krishna.
all the snakes because one of the snake bit his father. Because he killed all the snakes in a yajna, he
Prabhu,
developed
we
leprosy.
lost you for 30 seconds in between. Can you tell the Janmejaya story a little bit ahead? Yeah.
So, Parikshit's son, Janamejaya, he was so upset that his father was killed by Takshaka, a snake. So he conducted a Sarpasatra, a havan for snake, and killed all the snakes. Because he killed those snakes unnecessarily, he developed leprosy. So killing these things, definitely will bring sin. If there is chance, play things to avoid and keep things clean, and that's good.
Thank you, Prabhu. So cleanliness comes first. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for letting us know. Kanchan, Varan, Subhadra Mataji, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, pranams. Thank you so very much, Prabhuji, for this nectarian class. Prabhuji, I have this question, we saw in the creation of Brahma that Adharma is the son of Brahma and he married to his sister Mrisha. So in the same canto, we see that Prithu Maharaj, he manifested with Mother Archi from Vena. But as he's a Satyavesha Avtara, we understand that Lord appeared with his concert, with his energy. So we consider them as a couple. But I have one doubt about Swayambhuva, Manu and Satarupa, because in third canto we saw that they also manifested from Brahma. So we don't consider them as a brother and sister. So what is the difference in understanding, especially in Adharma and Mrisha and Satarupa and Swayambhuva, Manu?
So situation like Prithu and Archie, they appeared as consorts in the body, from the body of Vena, as the Lord, as the energies like that. But here we see they appear as two different personalities, brother and sister, then they get married. That's why Prabhupada goes on a length to speak about Adharma in that. The other places they appear as energy already ready. They appeared, like a Havan. When we conduct a Havan, in the Havan, Lakshmi Narayana appears, like that. So Prithu and Archie appeared as energies, as the Supreme Lord, as the directly. So they are no more brother and sister. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. There's a question on the chat from Sridevi Mataji saying about the four things that you mentioned. If you constantly keep thinking, they appear. Snakes, disease, and Vishnu. Is the fourth one death? I do not know, but then the question has been asked.
I also don't remember. I will refer and get back. I know I forgot the shloka. It is one is disease, second is snake, third is something else, and fourth is Vishnu. If you constantly meditate on these four things, they will appear in front of you. I don't remember the third thing.
Somebody saying enemy and ghost. Okay, there's one more question by Anupama Radharani Mataji. Mataji is talking about Mandavya Muni and a little clarification on the story that she has heard about this pastime, saying that the Rishi was very close to being killed, wrongly killed by the king as a punishment, and was later released by the king. So is this true or is this correct? She's asking a clarification on the Mandavya Muni story.
So the Mandavya Muni got killed, and Mandavya Muni went back to Yama and had a whole argument and cursed Yama to take birth as Vidura. So Mandavya Muni was killed in that thing.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Abhanitai Prabhu has this question. Prabhu, can you please explain how Suruchi did not offend Dhruva while instructing Dhruva Maharaj that he is not qualified to sit on the lap of his father. Can you re-explain that part, please?
So, Suruchi definitely offended Dhruva because she guided Dhruva towards Supreme Lord. Her offense was nullified. She got cleared from that offense. Definitely, she did a mistake, but because of the Supreme Lord's mercy, guided towards Supreme Lord, it got nullified.
Okay. Another question by Jaya Mataji is, can I know the children born to Damba and Maya?
Children born to Dhamba and Maya are greed and what do you say? Sorry,
Lobha?
anger and himsa, anger and violence. It's all there in the further shlokas, 4.8.3, 4.8 point, like that. So many children, greed, then violence, anger, harsh speech. It comes down like that.
Thank you. Neeraja Mataji, can you please go ahead?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry, I actually missed the four things that you were mentioning, the snakes and diseases and Vishnu, and what was the last one? Sorry.
Now, the Mataji has some Mataji, Ahladini Mataji has quoted that shloka in the chat box. She got the shloka and the explanation also.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Enemy, the fourth one is enemy.
Enemy, yeah.
Thank you, Aladini Mataji, for that shloka. There's one more question in the chat. Atul Prem Gaur Prabhu is asking that, Prabhuji, you did mention that Duryodhana's brothers, Kaurava's body was eaten by jackals. But I think daily they were giving proper Antam Samskar to the killed bodies in Kurukshetra. So actually, all killed Kauravas got shelter in the Lord's feet as this happened in Kurukshetra. How do we reconcile this thought?
Okay. So, externally we see that there was a river of blood, the jackals were feasting on the dead body, and all these things were happening in this thing. But the rites were being done initially, but later on in Kurukshetra, there was no one to do even rites. Everyone was dead. Almost few people, handful of people were left over. That is why Krishna is telling Duryodhana, you had such an unfortunate situation that your brothers are dead and there is not even a single Brahmana or a person around you. And Duryodhana was lying down inside a pool with his thighs broken, with his limbs broken, withering in pain. So there was no one. And towards the end of the battle, after the battle, Yudhishthira did final rites for everyone who left the body. So that's what happened.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. And so I think we have reached the number of questions for today. Very, very active. If you still have questions, please put them in the chat, or you can also send it across to us. Prabhuji will be there with us for the next 7 days as well. So we'd like to once again thank Prabhu for today's enlightening class. It's just keeping us on the cliffhanger for us to know what happened next. We have the book Bhagavatam, but when you narrate it, it becomes more nectarian. So we are eagerly looking forward to that. The program is not over. The program will still go on. In the meantime, if you have any prayers that you would like to pray for any of your relatives, friends, somebody, any happy news, somebody are not doing well, if there are any prayers, the one set of prayers that have come in from Vora Mataji, Shweta Vora Mataji. She would like to pray for her brother-in-law Gaurav Bhuvan Prabhu, who is currently undergoing some ailments and is on a ventilator support for the last 2 weeks. So she's looking forward for prayers from Damodar Desh and all the devotees for his good health. If there are any other prayers, you send it across. We would like to also pray for the health of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. We like to seek prayers for father of Ram Shabd Singh Prabhu for his healthy and speedy recovery. We would like to also pray for all the devotees of Damodar Desh and also Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, everybody who is under trouble due to the current situation. Please, yes, go ahead. There are a couple of prayers on the chat for Guru Maharaj's health, for Kratudas Maharaj, and also Aladini Radhika Mataji's husband's health. Also, there are prayers for Shantanu Prabhu, Shantanu Prabhu of Atul Prem Gaur Das Prabhu, his son Shantanu, who's going through some kidney-related diseases, and also for his father. So, father and son both are going through ailments. We request your prayers for entire Pan GCC devotees and for entire world. We would like to chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra along with Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. Hare. Yes, go ahead.
Gita Mataji has also requested prayers for Harihar, who is coming back tomorrow after his surgery. Now, maybe after the prayer, we should let Jagat Sakshi Prabhu leave and we continue the rest of the program. Thank you.
Sure, Prabhu. Let's chant all one or three times Hare Krishna Mahamantra with Jagat Sakshi Prabhu as well. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for prayers. Thank you, Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. We look forward to another session tomorrow. Request all of the devotees to be online. Thank you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayavich patidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. So, Prabhu,
Haridaswari Prabhu, should we
Yes.
announce this now or later?
I think no, right now we will go ahead right now. We'll utilize the 10 minutes of time. So request all others to be muted. So I hope all of you have heard the first day of lectures very, very attentively. Prabhupada says rapt attention is required. And we have amongst us His Grace Jagjivan Jagannath Prabhu, who's going to test us with a small bit of a quiz to test our rapt attention. So over to you, Prabhuji, so that, and you can take us through about the rewards, the do's, the don'ts on this quiz. Go ahead.
No, the rewards will be announced later by Srivala Prabhu. But to make our journey of remembering and reflecting on Dhruva-Caritra as very nicely being illustrated by Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, we wanted to...
Sorry, I'm interrupting you very quickly. Sorry. I see many people leaving. I just want to say, please hold. There's a very interesting quiz that Jagan Prabhu is organizing right now. We would like all of you to stay and participate. Over to you, Jagan Prabhu.
Yeah. This is a self-paced quiz. It's not going to be online, so it will be open till tomorrow. I'm sending the link here. It basically covers most of the points that Jagat Sakshi Prabhu has touched today, and some of the things that he's going to touch tomorrow. But you can read the material from our book. We encourage you to read the book that has been released, that will be posted. And the quiz, the link is there. It's a very simple self-paced quiz. Kindly put your names, and every day we'll announce the 1, 2, 3 top 3 participants. Names will be announced, and all the results of all other members will be kept confidential. So by doing the quiz, we have covered the philosophy, we have covered the history, we have covered the technical details of the names of the people, important characters, personalities that come. So it's a simple self-paced quiz. Make use of it so that your learning experience and your inquisitiveness to hear more carefully tomorrow will come. So we encourage as many devotees as are willing to participate. You can also freely distribute this quiz to many members, known members of your friends, families, and things like that, even though they have not attended, because the book is also there as an e-form. We can do that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And probably from tomorrow, Prabhu, I think we can put the link before itself. That might help, and also in the end, both times. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
We encourage maximum participation, and probably on the we'll see with that logistics how we can manage it. Somewhere midpoint of a day, we can also have an interactive quiz as well, and definitely on the we will see how the time pans out. But for today, it is a self-paced quiz. And please put your name properly. so that your name we can announce. Hare Krishna. Thanks a lot for giving this opportunity. The core quiz is written by Hari Gopal Prabhu. I only was editor to make the quiz online. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving us an opportunity to again delve on these topics and giving us an opportunity to think about it. And so for, yes, this video and everything will be recorded and will be on YouTube. There is a simultaneous broadcast on YouTube. So now to close, we would request the Avtari Desh devotees, Anuradha Madhavi Mataji, Bhakta Harinath Prabhu, Bhakta Parth and Bhakta Prahlad Prabhu, to do the closing prayers of Narsimha Arti and Kirtaniyas for the benefit of all the devotees. Rajninath Prabhu, would you like to say something or highlight something before we start on the Narsimha prayers? Yes, Prabhu, you are unmuted now.
Just 1 second. My opened Kahoot. I want to close it.
Okay.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, all devotees and Haridas Vare Prabhu, Jagan Prabhu. So thank you very much that today's session went very well. It's just a beginning, and please spread the message across all your groups. I was thinking it may be 1,000 devotees, but then today we had close to 300 devotees. So now from tomorrow, we are going deep into the Dhruva-Caritra. Please request everybody to be there. This booklet which we have released will be shared across maybe today or tomorrow after doing 1 or 2 checks. And yeah, so then let's stay together. And thank you, Haridas Vare Prabhu. Thank you, all the devotees, wonderful devotees, our IT, audio, video team, our translator, our booklet preparation, the host for the day, Haridas Vare Prabhu. So then it was a great teamwork by lots of devotees. So thanks to each one, and thanks to Mahesh Prabhu, Mahesh Gaur Govind Prabhu, and the entire family for making this possible. So now Avtari Desh devotees are there. So then we'll close with the nice Narsimha prayers, because this time we need prayers for each and everyone. So is Avtari Desh devotees ready?
Anuradha Madhavi Mataji, Bhakta Harinath Prabhu, Bhakta Parth Prabhu and Bhakta Prahlad Prabhu, are you there? Yes, they are there. We can see. Beautiful Nrsimhadev. Over to you.
Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna, are we audible?
Audible, can be a little louder as well. Little more louder.
Okay. Hare Krishna. श्री श्री भक्ति विघ्न विनाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। नमस्ते नर सिंहाय, नमस्ते नर सिंहाय, नमस्ते नर सिंहाय, नमस्ते नर सिंहाय। भक्ति विघ्न विनाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। श्रेष्ठ प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Ratidesh Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. That was so melodious, Prabhu. Very, very wonderful.
We are not fully satisfied. We have to see the picture of all the singers, and we need another 2-minute Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yes. So we would like to see the singers. They sang so wonderfully and beautifully from their heart. We felt that this was the soothing balm to our hearts, hearing the prayers of Nrsimha Dev. So, Prabhuji, can you just pan the cameras in such a way? Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Can we get all of you huddled together in front of the altar before beautiful Gaur Nitai, and what a wonderful family. It's singing together, dancing together, advancing together. So nice. So nice to see them. On the Mridanga, perfect. Hare Krishna. So wonderful, Prabhu. So, and here Prabhu, who is panning the video on the harmonium, we can't see him. You like to see the devotee who was playing the beautiful harmonium. Prabhu, yes, thank you. And everyone else, thank you.
Today because he's playing the harmonium also.
He was singing and playing the harmonium. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. And Prabhuji said, can you for 2 more minutes sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? That's what Srila Prabhu did ask as a family.
So we see all of you and you sing together. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।
Thank you so much once again for the honoring that request from Shivala Prabhu to chant and close. Before we do the closing prayers, we request all of those devotees who have joined us today to also join us for all the 7 days. And those who have joined us first time with Damodar Desh program, we welcome you and we request you that please be with us for the next 7 days as well. For the next 6 days, that's going to come up. We like to do the closing prayers. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. Eko Deva Devaki Putra Eva. Eko Mantrastasya Namani Yani Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. Tomeva Mata cha Pita Tomeva. Tomeva Bandhu Sachaka Tomeva. Tomeva Vidyam Dravinam Tomeva. Tomeva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraya Paramatmane Pranatakalesha Nashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsacharunamardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayogini Adishwari Nanda Gopasudam Devi Patim Me Kurute Namaha. Shri Krishna Shanam Mahadasoham Krishna Tavasmi. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you very much. We wish you a very good night and also Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhu, any closing comments before we close?
Just wanted to thank the entire AV team, audiovisual team, who have coordinated it so very well. Rajilal Nanath Prabhu, thank you very much. Any of you who may want to join in this particular Srimad Bhagavatam Saptaha in terms of sponsoring on behalf of their parents, sponsoring for the prasadam that we distribute, please be in touch with Rajilal Nanath Prabhu. Over to you, Rajilal Nanath Prabhu. Any comments? Closure.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. No, I think like everything is done, and if there are any things on the audio or there anything, so then we can improvise tomorrow if there were any hiccups. But otherwise it was well, and Prabhu even called me now and then he was asking that how was the session, and then I told we could have taken little longer. So he said from tomorrow maybe like we'll have a little longer as our schedule, and otherwise it was very nice. I said every word of yours was very clear and straight away going to our hearts. So
Perfect.
yeah, thank you,
so
Haridas
much.
Varya Prabhu. You took
Thank you,
this
Prabhu.
session very nicely,
you.
and I will
Hare
close,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
will not delay. Thank you.